I guess we did find out who's the president, and it ain't Joe Biden.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to a special King of Reese video on this Monday. Hey, I miss y'all. I know y'all miss me too. Let's get into some things. Girl, we got a whole bunch to talk about. Whole bunch to talk about from this interview with Charlamagne and Kamala Harris. That is, girl, baby, Charlamagne had Kamala pissed, like pissed off. Oh my God. To Big Latto, hearing the sample of Fantasy and not knowing that was Mariah Carey's song, even though she said she's a big Mariah Carey fan and all of these things. Girl, the girls just be lying. Omarion around here tap dancing on the lawns and stuff again. Like, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? Girl, it's just, I don't know at this point. I'm just ready to give up. Y'all out here calling Nancy Regan the throat doctor, the head doctor, throat growth. Y'all ain't seeing hell. Catch it. But girl, we have so many things to talk about, so many things to get into. It's going to be a two-part King of Reese video. I have content for y'all this week. Girl, I'm recovered from this strep and all the things. Girl, I have done a special mental health check-in, but I'll give y'all just a little bit. I did a whole special mental health check-in on Patreon. Go support me on Patreon for those who saw it. They got into it, all of the things. This stuff I can't talk about, but I can talk about it over there. Point blank, period. But let's go ahead and get into this mental health check-in so we can get into the tea. Ow. So mental health check-in, I'm doing good. Today is Sunday. I'm doing this video for Monday afternoon, Monday morning, whenever I'm gonna drop it. But girl, I'm in a very good mood. We got 2 more episodes of Insecure. Can't wait till they come out. Also feeling good that everybody's enjoying the project that I released. Love that for everybody. Shout out to YouTube Originals for having me be a part of that. The conversation is getting out. We're almost at 100, like what? It was almost 100 for us, 500,000. But I think we got close to 500,000 views. Amazing. Y'all have commented, supported. YouTube sees it. They see it. Love that for everybody. Yeah. We had a couple of mishaps during that time, but I've addressed it. I've dropped all the receipts. People saw it. They got into it, point blank, period. Those who know. Those who don't, period. But I had a full conversation about it on Patreon. It was part of my mental health check-in, child. Go check out that video if you want to. But I'm feeling good, living better. Hey, I'm like getting back into the work and being creative. I kind of lost a little bit. I had strep throat the beginning of this month. My throat did not hurt. I didn't feel like I was swallowing glass, but I was not feeling good at all. Like, it was giving high temperature. Like, I had to go to the emergency room and Miss Piedmont, and they gave me baby, she stuck a mop up my nose to test me for COVID. Did not have COVID, thankfully. But girl, I'm trying to make sure I don't have COVID no more. I don't want COVID. Like, I want to stay away. I was gonna go home for Christmas, but I'm not. I just don't want to potentially expose my parents to COVID or my cousins, brothers, sisters to COVID. I just want to expose them to COVID and stuff because I've been around a couple of people and stuff. And girl, you can't find no tests. It's hard to get tests. It's a lot, girl. It's so many things to talk about. So many things, girl. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I hope y'all are. And for the most part, from a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably at a 7. I'm way better than I was early this month. I ain't gonna lie. Early this month, it started to take me out from getting over strep to also dealing with, lies and stuff. It was just way too much. It was bad. She was about to take me out of here, girl. But I'm here. Because one thing about it, they tried to, your favorite, one thing about me, I'm not going down without a fight. And that's point blank, period. Now let's go ahead and get into the tea for today. The tea for today is, girl, I don't know where to start at. Girl, I don't know where to start. Let me go ahead and just start with this mess with Nancy Regan. I literally, even though I was not feeling good when this story had dropped, I screamed. When a tweet went viral and they was talking about her being a throat goat. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? Like, what is going on? Baby, people were making all type of memes. Y'all were doing the most. So the original tweet came from someone who said, this is Madonna at 63. This is Nancy Reagan at 64. Trashy living versus classic living. Which version of yourself do you want to be? Somebody had tweeted that. And then somebody said, well, girl, if you look at the material, they went back to an interview. This person who wrote a book about Nancy Reagan had talked about her having the best alleged head in Hollywood. And they started, and then they cited it, and it was just like, it was a real thing. And I'm screaming. It was out of an unauthorized biography on Nancy Reagan that was written in 1992. Nancy was renowned in Hollywood for performing oral, not only in the evening, but in offices. That is one of the reasons that she was very popular on the MGM lot. And I'm like, girl, what is going on? Girl, now keep in mind it was unauthorized, so we don't know if this is true or not. But that didn't take that nothing for it to take off. For lack of better words, it didn't take anything for that to take off and folks be like, oh my God. So she had shirts, but she was holding up NFL shirts. Baby, they had put throat gold. The picture, but they literally dragged, and I screamed. Let me tell y'all something. There are certain periods of time that I wish social media was alive because what's going on, because I can only imagine the things that people would have put together during certain situations. Like, this whole thing had me taken out. I was just like, oh my God. Oh. So folks were responding on all type of tweets. Even Jabuka got into it and said, Nancy Reagan have the best throw game in Hollywood. Feel like a Lana Del Rey lyric, but it's not. It's American history. I am out here hollering. Y'all were not right. And y'all ain't right. It's just, oh my God, these people are hilarious. I'm literally about to cry tears. But this was the story. This came out, and I just wanted to talk about it because I know everybody. This came out, I think it was like around like December, like a couple of days ago. Oh my God, but it had me screaming. And this was going on for like a couple of days. And normally the stories on social media don't last that long, but the girls were enjoying it and they were cackling. Now we gotta get into y'all fave, Big Latto, dumbass. Y'all girl, Miss Big Latto, once again, somebody said once again, she just proves to me that she was raised by a white mother. Big Latto was doing an interview and she talked about when she first heard the fantasy sample, she did not recognize it. Now keep in mind, this is one of Mariah Carey's like top songs. Like this is one of Mariah Carey's like #1 songs. She has a lot of them. So even I knew it. I was like, oh yeah, girl, how did you not know that? And she didn't. But Big Latto claimed to be a big Mariah Carey fan and she likes her and all this other stuff. And it's just like, just once again like shows you like some celebrities doing these interviews and stuff, they just be saying stuff that was cute and cuddly, but they don't be knowing anything. It's giving the same thing with Wendy was doing. Pull up in the Sri Lanka, hey, like big Nicki fan. It's just like, what are you saying, girl? What are you saying? And you're not saying anything, sis. Like, but people feel like they have to perform. They have to perform things for folks to like them, and that happens so much. Like, pull up in the Sri Lanka, like, hey, and it's just like, they try to be hip, but it's just like, girl, it's not. It's clicking, but it's clicking down. You getting the clicks because we drag you. But it's clicking down. It is clicking down, and that will happen with y'all, girl. Big Latto, dumbass. Big Latto. But girl, she said she was, remember she said, what was it in 2020? What was it? What was 2020? She said, I am a essential worker and I'm trying to provide, but also in the club throwing money at the strippers. Girl, what's going on? Either you got it or you zone. Let's talk about it. So let's talk about other stuff that's going on, girl. Speaking of performing and doing things, girl, I'm about to teach, since we brought up pull up in the Sri Lanka, I want to talk about some other stuff. Because Megan Thee Stallion, congratulations to her. She graduated, she got her degree. Absolutely, yay for Megan Thee Stallion. Sis walked across that stage, she had a degree. People was excited for her at TSU. She's doing the things. Like, you know, she had a long, year-long time. She was like, I don't need the degree. But I don't need the degree, but I'm gonna get it. And it's just like, girl, shout out to her. I've been thinking about going back to school, but Miss COVID had said, wow, what's up? It's a little one. It's not, by the way, I'm about to pull up into Sri Lanka. Like, I wanna go back to school, but I was like, girl, I don't know if I had the patience. I don't know, I'm 34 years old, be sitting next to a teacher telling me, this is due or you gonna fail. Girl, I'm still paying my bills. What's the tea? This ain't the end of the world. Like, it don't scare me like it used to. Like, it don't scare me like it used to. So shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. There was so much talk about Megan. We was all excited about her. We was all watching it. We was all engaging on social media. She had her own Twitter thing and da-da-da-da. And I want y'all to put on my little lipstick. Cause I know, girl, when you have this type of conversation, we gotta be ready for these fans, cause I know they're gonna be ready to eat me up, girl. They might say I'm dying of HIV again, girl. So let me push my way up. So during all this time, I noticed a specific celebrity, I ain't gonna say no names, entered the chat and started to tweet about stuff and also give away money, like paying like some of their fans tuition. And it's just like, out of all the days to do this, out of all the days to pay your fans tuition and all the other stuff, why did you wait till the day that Megan Thee Stallion was graduating and everybody was celebrating her? Like, why? Why would you do that? Like, I didn't get that. Like, I didn't get that. And who I'm talking about is Nicki Minaj. Point blank, period. Like, I thought there was some very narcissist behavior. Like, you gonna get on social media, and you know what? She moves in a way that you really can't say anything, because her paying tuition for her fans is a really good thing. I'm glad that she did that and she supported a lot of her fans, because considering stuff right now that's going on, student loan debt repayments is coming back next month. Biden administration and hold they part of what they said they was gonna do. Da 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 da. Like, I get it. Like, I get it. Like, but she, like, it's certain things that she does. It's like, if you can't really critique it because it's a good thing. But we should live in a world where folks shouldn't have to be out here begging folks to pay their tuition. Like, this shouldn't be a thing anyway. But as long as rich folks have that type of power, we cannot hold them to any type of criticism, because it's like, oh, I'm doing a good thing. I'm doing a good thing. Like, why would y'all not? And it's just like, you can use this as a way to sway public opinion. Like, I'm out here giving back. But they can also write that on their taxes. Not saying that's something that Nicki would be doing. We don't know. But a lot of rich folks do that. They do stuff like that and they can write off on their taxes. Like, girl, I'm doing promotion or whatever. Like, girl, they got money to be able to do stuff like that. But I just thought there was very narcissist behavior to be taking a moment about somebody else. Not saying that everybody else can't, no celebrity can do anything. But that specific thing, like, you don't piss where you live at. And it was just, Nicki was pissing where she lived at. She's a black female rapper, just like what's her name is, Megan Thee Stallion is. And it's just like, that was her moment. Nicki didn't say any congratulations stuff to her. Had that been another thing, they would say, well, Megan didn't say anything and all that stuff. It just once again just proves that Nicki is very bitter, and she's very, just has some very hateful energy in her. And I know some of y'all probably mad watching me. Let me be honest, girl. I am not caring. I am not caring of any of the things that y'all say when it comes to critiquing Nicki. As long as it's something I'm seeing, I'm going to critique Nicki, period. Ain't nobody using her to get no visibility, no views, and all that other stuff, girl. It just is what it is. Y'all friend is y'all fave is a narc. She's a narc. She's like, you can just see it. I just see, like, she could have did that the next day or something. I believe with every fiber of my being that she did that out of spite to Megan. And it's a good thing that she did it, but I think she did it to be spiteful and all the other stuff. But no, she was out here getting money. What you have done? First of all, I don't have $1 million to give away, and I have given away money. And every time I give away money, I don't have to make it public, because that's just not how I am. Yeah, so I just thought that whole situation was, like, extremely weird. I don't know, girl. It's getting weird. So moving on, I also want to talk about this interview that Big Sean did the other day. Big Sean did an interview.
By the way, women are magical. You know what I'm saying? Black women, I feel like, are the closest thing to God. You know what I mean? Y'all be creating life.
And he talked about, black women. And he said black women are the He said they're the closest thing to God. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, he was comparing black women like, oh, well, they're able to give birth, they bringing life into the world and all the other stuff. So nothing else. He was comparing their like giving birth and bringing life to the black hole and all that stuff. I'm like, girl, what is you saying? It's not making any sense, Big Sean. It's not making any sense. It's just like all women can't give birth. All women are not having children, and just reducing women to just bringing like life in the world, like you just reducing them to labor. Like it's just that's all you're doing. It's, oh, this is, and all women can't do that. So what about the women who can? And not just women do that too. That's another conversation. Non-women can have babies too. So it's just like I like, it was just like he was saying it's not even just this. Let me tell you something. What these black cis men be doing, like Big Sean, they will praise black women in public. They got to the point now that they know that the way things are moving, you better be out here supporting black women. You better be out here supporting black women. But the politic online is not matching the politic offline. Because y'all are not out here loving and in relationships with dark-skinned black women. Y'all not out in here thriving in relationships with black women. Y'all are in relationships with ambiguously black women, light-skinned black women, light-skinned black women who we not sure if they like black or what, like we're not sure. I'm not saying who is black or who ain't black. I ain't getting into that too much. But what I am saying is there's a specific type of black woman who y'all are interested in. Like if you go through Big Sean's exes and stuff, like, oh, he was out here dating some man, his high school sweetheart, and da. But yeah, but look where he's at now. Look, he dated Ariana Grande. I don't think that was a real relationship. I really don't believe that. Janae, Nana Rivera, like it's just like all these women look the same. Even Ariana Grande, when she got her black folks makeup on, she looks similar to these folks. It's just like, it's clicking, but it's clicking down. And it's just like, that's not enough. You had a lot of folks, when I had tweeted, I said, well, Big Sean must be an atheist because we sure ain't seen no relationship with no black women like that. Like, I'm not seeing it. Folks like, well, what do you mean? And what's that? And da-da-da-da. He can care about black women and not date black women, da-da-da. And I don't think folks understand. It's just like, we don't need representation. Representation is not going to save us. We're not looking for y'all to publicly be out here showing whatever to black women. And even when y'all doing that, y'all still reducing them into their genitalia. So it's like you haven't done the research, you haven't done the reading, you haven't done the real internalized digging and figure out what's going on. Y'all are not doing that type of work, and we see that it's so easy to point out. I'm not out here in a relationship with any black women. I'm not out here like dating black women. I care about black women a lot. I care about them a lot and willing to defend them in any and every situation. So I'm just saying, like, it's different when every black woman that you're dating, every person that you're dating looks a certain type of way. And then y'all constantly, black male celebrities, all of y'all are dating non-black women all the time. Like all the time, like y'all exclusively looking past them. Like y'all are not, we can't even name too many dark-skinned black women that, even if we saying all the women that he's dated is black, where the dark-skinned women at? Like where they at? Cause y'all be talking about a specific type of black woman. And folks, like people get all type of, some type of way when you bring up dating, cause it's like, you can't tell people who they can and cannot date. Yeah, I can't tell you, because it's not like y'all listening to our ass anyway. But what we can name is that if you're exclusively dating non-black folks, then it seems like you have a problem dating people who look like you. Specifically speaking to black folks. Speaking of black folks. And for me, I'm speaking to gay black men. That's who I'm speaking to. Gay black men who, and cishet men who, I'm not talking to black women, not talking to them, but cishet black men and queer black men that are actively, exclusively only dating non-black folks. I don't care about when you stay in the middle of nowhere and all that other stuff. Some of y'all policy, even when y'all say that, That energy when y'all getting around a whole bunch of black folks, it's not the same because y'all be actively choosing. I've been around folks who say that excuse, and then when you be around them, when it's some other black folks, they out here going to a place that's surrounded by nothing but white folks. So come on, we can excuse, oh my God, and live in a state where it's only 2 black people per capita. It's like, yeah, girl, we see that. But y'all ain't out here actively looking for no black folks because y'all not interested in them. That's just what it is. Stop using that as a scapegoat. Point blank, you're tired. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Like, Big Sean, like, that man don't care about no black women like that. He don't. Like, he just don't. Like, he don't. Like, the policy is not matching. It's just not matching. And folks are just upset about this. Like, when he do it, you don't have to do that, da 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 da. It's just like, yeah, if you cared about black women as much as you will be out here dating them. But it's not a lot of black male celebrities who are interested in dating black women or even dark-skinned black women. It's too many of y'all that are actively out here choosing ambiguously black women or, you know, biracial looking. Like, y'all are choosing specific, and we know colorism exists. We know anti-blackness exists. We know all of these exist. So this is the things that we're talking about. This is the thing. I can't force you to date who you should be dating or I can't tell you that. What I can do is question, why are you always dating folks who look like that? That's what we can do there. So that's the conversation. So it was like when he did all that, I was just like, it's giving performance. And that's what the end result is, that they're knowing they have to perform and do things differently because it's like, we're not accepting that same, oh, all the girls in the video are light skinned and looking like this and non-black girls and all the other stuff. But we want to see it, but it's just like, that's not enough representation. It's not going to be enough. We need y'all to be actively doing work. Actively doing work to protect black women. Actively picking up dark-skinned black women. That's what I'm concerned. Like, that's uplifting them and giving them space, because y'all are not out here doing that. Like, y'all not out here, like, y'all around sitting around a whole bunch of black men who have non-black wives, non-black girlfriends, and like, and not letting dark-skinned black women in the clubs in y'all section and all that stuff. Like, that stuff is deep, like denying them opportunities and stuff. Y'all know the same thing with Tory Lanez and the stuff that he had did with bringing this, making it seem as though he was bringing this dark-skinned black woman into this music shoot, when it wasn't the truth. Like, the truth, he didn't do that. Never was a thing. The woman who was pulled in that said that wasn't the case. It was a whole stunt. So black men are knowing. That there is some currency of protecting black women publicly. That's the thing. Like, they know it's something like, oh, if I do this, it looks good. But they're not out here doing the real work. Like, the real work. And people might even critique me and say, well, you didn't do it when you was situation. I did. And the reason why I moved in the very beginning, why it wasn't made publicly, is because that was me doing the work and protecting this black woman. That was me doing the work and like trying to make this stuff work in-house and trying to take care of them, making space for them, even when the opportunity was presented to say, hey girl, we don't need this person. That was me doing the work and trying to make sure that my sister was good. That was me. That was me doing the work and making sure that this person was getting the opportunity. But that was taken advantage of. I don't care if folks, you know, don't believe that I care about. I don't speak on these things because I want folks to say just Justin care about black women. I want to do it and have a conversation. I want folks who do not care about black women, who are listening and paying attention to me, to start doing the work within themselves, because I had some work to do. Even though I wasn't colorist, I was also saying things that were harmful to black women. And I want to touch those folks who have the mentality that I did 10 years ago, 8 years ago, and restructuring that and fix that. Like, that's my work. I dedicate my whole life, my whole conversations about this, because I was once that person. So that's all I got for part one. We got to talk about Megan Thee Stallion and this Tory Lanez situation. We got to talk about Letitia Wright and Black Panther 2 recast. Woo, girl. We got to talk about Nene Leakes and her dating, and also what's going on with her Housewives and all the other stuff, because I think I missed something. Also got to talk about Tristan and Chloe. Girl, it's a lot. So go ahead and click on part 2 of this video, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.